Greetings, YouTube! The Doctor is in. Dr. Urias Papers here, coming at you with another commentary on Marvel Contest of Champions. And today, we are going to go over one of my brand new Rank 4 7 stars that I have just recently got awakened, and recently got all the way up to Rank 4. And that champion is... You get champions. It is Bastion. So, we're going to go over his kit. We're going to go over how he works. We're going to do a couple of fights in Realm of Legends. I've got a fight in Act 8. And we're going to wrap it up, just kind of talk about him, grade him, and all that. So lots to go over, lots to go through. Don't go anywhere, and stay tuned. All right, before we begin, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you have any questions or comments, please leave a question or comment. Don't forget to share this video, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. All right, here we go. So the best way that I have found to always kind of go over these champs is with this website here. Wow, and there's a whole bunch of stuff on this website to go over. But this is Khonshu's Ankh. Really important website. If you don't know about it, it's under here, under Khonshu's Ankh. It's kind of hard to see what I've got right here, but he has a list of all of the champions right here. You can go through, and the biggest reason for this particular website, and I'm going to make this a little bit bigger so we can read everything really well. There you can see Khonshu's Ankh right there, right up there. And the reason I like this website is because not only does it tell me everything about the champion, but most importantly, it tells me about all of their potential synergies that they have. So when you go into a champion, it will tell you about the synergies that the champion has with other champions, but it will not tell you about the synergies that other champions have with the current champion. And so it kind of goes both ways. All right, so let's talk about Bastion. So Bastion has this thing called, and he's tech, and he is in the realm essentially of anti-mutants, and kind of in the same realm in the comic book of like Nimrod and the Sentinels. So he has this thing called the next step in evolution. It's always active. He has 100% resistance against bleed and poison effects. And that is important because if you are playing with Double Edge and Liquid Courage, the recoil masteries, if they are immune to it, then they don't take any damage, but they don't gain anything because those particular debuffs are gone. If they're resistant to it, however, that's a different story. Those are buffs that show, or they're debuffs that show up, and willpower will actually make Bastion heal. So we'll see that when we go in here. And his regeneration rate cannot be reduced. So when inflicted with bleed, poison, or crush, which is something that Onslaught can do, Bastion gains a 10-second self-repair, buff healing 8% of his missing health or 3% of max health, whichever is greater, up to 2 stacks. So if you put a bleed or poison on him, he's going to start regenerating. And if Onslaught tries to crush him, which basically is an unblockable attack, he's going to self-repair. And then the Sentient Relic increases the potency of personal disintegrations by 10%. So I don't know if I have... I don't have it. I have... currently, I have... Oh, man, I can't even... Hulkbuster on him. Yes, I have Hulkbuster. So we're going to end up changing that. So we got mechanical armor ups. So he starts each fight with an indefinite armor up. And if this ends for any reason, it goes into a cooldown. Bastion can trigger parry mastery against non-contact attacks. That's really super important. And then when Bastion's block is broken by unblockable or crush, which makes him one of the best anti-onslaught champions that there are, he gains an auto repair for 2 seconds, which is another regen. So great powers. This is the champ you want to use against Onslaught. Then he's got this techno-mechanical virus charges. This is his shtick. So when I say his shtick, this is the thing you want to be able to do. So he can inflict these virus charges cannot be inflicted while the opponent has 3 unique buffs. So that is the downplay of it, because he is a tech champ, and so often cosmic champs get buffs. So you're gonna have to get around that. When either champion strikes with a medium, 2 techno-mechanical viruses. When either champion attacks with a light attack, 1. When Bastion performs well-timed block, he gets 2. And you want to get to 30. That's the big thing. So the best attack routine for him on 5 attacks is, and there goes my camera. The best attack routine for him is a medium, light, 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 medium. You want to end with a medium. And when Bastion hits the opponent's block with the first medium or light attack, inflict 1. So you can inflict a lot of these. It's kind of like when Null inflicts a lot of these. So each virus decreases offensive ability accuracy and defensive ability accuracy of the opponent's non-instant, and there's something in here that is that energy damaging effects, like incinerate, shocks, plasmas, novas, etc. Whenever a non-energy damaging effect, so as a defender, when Bastion activates a special attack, the viruses are removed, and then he gets something special from that. So when there's an infection, when the opponent is inflicted with 30, they are inflicted with an indefinite infection. And then when dropping below 15 charges, the infection is removed. While the infection is active, virus charges begin expiring every 1.2 seconds, pausing during special attacks. And then when they expire, remaining charges expire slightly faster. So while infection is active, Bastion's opponent has their attack rating decreased by 35%, and they are inflicted with a power reroute passive, which, if active, if the opponent has a decreased combat power rate relative to their starting combat power rate, gain increased power rate based on how much it was lowered. For each rank in the Collar Tech Mastery, gain an additional 3%. So basically what it means is any power they gain, it reroutes to Bastion. So on his heavy attacks, first hit cannot be evaded and grants a non-stacking pursuit. While active, attacks cannot be evaded for 10 seconds. Against mutants, this becomes 16 seconds. That's important for like Nightcrawler. The second hit inflicts a non-stacking disintegration, which deals direct damage. 30% disintegration, and the affected combat power rate is reduced. So it's all about, taking power, rerouting power, and then decreasing power. So when he does his the special attack 1, it inflicts an instant disintegration, and it deals direct damage. As a defender, this is halved and scales with base attack. If the infection is active, for each personal disintegration on the opponent, inflict another instant disintegration. Now that's important because, so there's several beams with this. It's going to do a disintegration, and then it's going to inflict another one. However, if you can put a disintegration on them, like from the heavy attack, then you get more damage out of this. Special attack 2. On activation, Bastion's inner turmoil grants him a fury, which increases all the damage, including the disintegrations, and it's paused during special attacks. This lasts for 28 seconds, which is really long. If the infection is active, you gain an additional 1. So you want to get your infection going. You want to special 2. You want to hit them with a heavy and then go into a special 1, and that will essentially be it. With the special 3, you inflict a 20% disintegration for 40 seconds, which is a really long time. So you could do a special 3 and go all the way up to a special 1, but it's better to get these Furies on and then start spamming special 1s after you hit the heavy. You want to do the heavy because it puts this really long disintegrate on, and then you can hit the special 1. And remember this, if the infection is going, for each personal disintegration effect on the opponent, you inflict another 1. All right, his awakened ability. Bastion's offensive ability accuracy and defensive ability accuracy reduction is expanded to affect all non-personal effects against mutants whenever the opponent gains a regeneration or Prowess effect, all of Bastion's personal abilities are paused for just a little bit. But, like, Wolverine will gain regens constantly, and, like, Bishop will gain prowesses constantly. And then personal fury potency is increased by 10 to 30%, which is great. So we're going to build a team here, and we're going to build it out of the champions that we see here. And we're going to go into Realm of Legends. So I'm going to go through all the synergies as I build this team. And so we'll start. We have him already. And so we want to place the Destiny inside me. So for each defeated synergy champion on the team gains 6% attack rating. That doesn't really matter. Players of the game, special attack infection abilities trigger even if infection is not active. Let's go ahead and put that one in. So that is with Penny Parker. And we have a 7-star Penny Parker. So let's put her up here. And then that's unique, so we can only do that once. And then this is my family. Personal disintegration effects gain a 20% increased duration. So we're going to put Omega Sentinel in there. And we can only do that once. And we've got family. And we're going to get some health. And then we've got need a hand. Bastion, while Bastion's personal pursuit is active, and remember he gets his personal pursuit from a heavy, whenever an evade fails to activate, gain 4 techno-mechanical. We're just going to put that one in because that works out really well, and that is going to be, we can put Nightcrawler in for that one. Okay, and then there really isn't anything else that we've got. We can put, like, Nimrod in here or Sentinel just to get a little bit of extra health. So we'll put Nimrod in here instead. Okay, let's save that. And let's click out of here. And here's our team right here. So there's our guys. And Bastion, this is a 7-star rank 4 Bastion. He ends up being a 49,149. So let's hit the begin button. And let's do this. So the rotation on this is we want to do a special 2, and then a heavy, and then a special 1. And we're going to see how much damage that is. Okay. And I really need to get a Sentinel Relic on this guy. Okay, he paused. And we want to end with a medium attack. And we want to... Ah, he hit me. And we want to... We want 30 charges before we use... There we go. Okay. So we got 34 charges. We want to hit the heavy. That's that. And now we want to go special 1. And here we go. Boom, boom. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Wow. And he's gone. Look at that. Just like that. Bam. Special 2, heavy, special 1. And that was how fast? 45 seconds. And I made a couple of mistakes, too. So that was 45 seconds with a couple of mistakes. All right. So now let's go up against an opponent at disadvantage, which is Captain Marvel. Now, she doesn't get a lot of buffs, so this isn't going to be a true representation of this. But we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, boom. And you notice I start with some regens. 1, 2, 3, 4, medium. And, of course, we want to get to 30 infection charges, which are almost there. All right, and we're going to hit with that. We want to hit with the heavy. And we want to get to... And here we go. Boom, boom, boom. And that didn't take her out, but... Look at this. Done. So because we didn't have advantage on that. We didn't take her out with the 2 heavy 1, but it was 2 heavy 1 and then a relic, and that took her out. That was very, very fast. Okay, so now we want to go over to Act 8.4.2, and there's an old man Logan in here. 8.4.2, and let's begin. I'm pretty sure there's a Logan in here, and where is he at? Okay, I don't care about that. There he is right there. Now, he has a weapon. He's got a, we can disarm it whenever our combo meter reaches 15 or multiples of 15. Any weapon active known on the defender is disabled. And then if it's disabled and we heavy him, it'll go into cooldown, which means our stuff is going to do a lot more striker, berserk. So let's just go. I think there's nothing really that's going to stop me from really going after this guy. Nothing's going to make him evade. Even if he evades, it doesn't matter. Okay, so same thing. He's a 94,000. He's got 535,000 health. And same thing. We're going to go Special 2. Nice, and he's heavy, and now we're gonna hit him with all this, and we're gonna hit him with the relic. And we're going to hit him with that again, and he's done. Very quick. We were getting some regens there. He had a lot of regeneration going on. I think that was from a note he had. But, I mean, that was fast. For somebody who had more hit points, that was 49 seconds. That was really fast. So, awesome champ. And like I said, I have put him, so let's get out of here. Exit, end quest. I have put him on my Battlegrounds team. So if we go into Battlegrounds, he is in my Battlegrounds deck. And there he is right there. So he is my counter for Onslaught. All right, that is the video I have for everybody. I appreciate everybody tuning in, and I will catch everybody later.